Soccer is a team sport in which two teams of 11 players each play against each other. The sport is played in rectangular fields, which are popularly called pitches. The pitches have two goalposts facing opposite to each other. The game is played by players kicking the ball with their feet, passing the ball, and tackling players, and then trying to score goals by kicking the ball inside the goalposts. The game usually goes on for 90 minutes. The winner of the game is the team with the maximum number of goals. Soccer is a sport loved by many people around the world. These games are usually treated as fanatic events, where fans of the game come together to watch and enjoy the game. Everyone who is a soccer fan will have a favorite player that they adore the most. Professional soccer players play for their respective countries and the clubs or leagues they represent. There are many international league competitions that go on in a world where clubs from different countries participate. The star soccer players are paid in millions from sponsors and club owners. In this video, let's see how much money does a professional soccer player make? How much does a soccer player make per goal? How much does a soccer player make in Mexico? And how much do soccer players make in USA?
Bringing you more value per minute than any other entrepreneurial channel out there, or at least trying to. We would appreciate if you at least subscribe, like, and share this video. That would mean the world to us.
Professional soccer players and their earning. Soccer and football are one and the same. Soccer is just a different name that Americans use for the sport that is known as football to Europeans and the rest of the world. Soccer players are also called footballers throughout the world, except in America. Soccer players are world-renowned because of the popularity of this sport. Soccer players are one of the highest paid professionals as well. This gives rise to the question of how much money does a professional soccer player make every year? Professional soccer players, who are masters of the game, get paid in millions by the club they play for. All soccer players do not get equally paid because there are a lot of things at work when deciding the amount of salary for soccer players by the clubs. Some of the clubs limit the salary payment. A professional soccer player who is famous has the chance to get paid more than the average soccer player. How much money does a professional soccer player make? The answer to this question depends on a lot of factors. The first and foremost is the club that he plays for in the league matches. These clubs usually buy players when an existing player quits the club or gets transferred to other clubs. During the purchase of one player from another club to their own club, the club owners pay a hefty amount. This is also considered as a professional soccer player's income. Many professional soccer players have a huge sum as income because of these contractual dealings with clubs. This is a part of the answer to the question of how much money does a professional soccer player make. Soccer players and their earnings in different regions. How much money does a professional soccer player make in comparison to an average person in different countries? The answer to this question varies drastically. The difference in these incomes is quite huge and astounding. One of the interesting factors is that players get bonuses for the goals they score. So, how much does a soccer player make per goal? The answer is that goal bonuses can be a six-figure number, which again depends on the player and their skills. The bonuses are just another way in which the incomes of the football players are elevated. They get paid in large sums for joining clubs and for playing in matches. They also get bonuses for scoring goals. All this information explains the reason why professional soccer players are so wealthy. Europe is the hub for soccer. There are many soccer clubs and soccer leagues. Most of the European soccer leagues are world famous and are watched by soccer fans all around the world. The average European soccer player salary is definitely way higher than that of an average person. An average European soccer player salary is between 3.5 million US dollars and 4 million US dollars. Now, let's delve into soccer players in Mexico and USA. The first question to answer is, how much does a soccer player make in Mexico? A Mexican soccer player makes around $389,000, and the highest paid soccer player in Mexico earns around $2.5 million per year. The earnings of a Mexican soccer player are low when compared to the average earnings of a soccer player. When we look into how much do soccer players make in USA, the number is almost double the average. They make around $800,000 a year. Soccer players who have the highest pay. Now that we know how much money does a professional soccer player make every year, let's look into the current highest paid soccer player. Currently, the soccer player who is paid the most amongst all is Lionel Andres Messi. He's paid a whopping $111 million every year as his salary and endorsements. The second highest paid player is Cristiano Ronaldo, who is paid $108 million per year. The third on the list is soccer player Neymar da Silva Santos Jr., who makes $90 million a year. The fourth highest paid player is Gareth Bale, who makes $34.6 million every year. The fifth highest player is Paul Pogba, who earns $29.5 million every year. As you can see, there is a drastic difference between the third highest paid and the fourth highest paid player. That's the beauty of the game.
Bringing you more value per minute than any other entrepreneurial channel out there, or at least trying to. We would appreciate if you at least subscribe, like, and share this video. That would mean the world to us.